Hello everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing what is the news about you, why are you like a topic of discussion and what people are saying about you. So that's the topic for today. I have three options for pile selection for you guys. You can obviously pick based on the thumbnail also, but I like to offer both the options. So for pile number 1 we have this card right here. It says expression. Why is it not focusing? Is it focusing? Don't mind it. For pile number 2, we have fresh start. Little fishes at the bottom. This is the card. I can't read the name. This is Oya, obviously. And then we have Tara, goddess Tara. And it says protection. You can see the card, very beautiful. So you can make your pick based on the card that speaks to you. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. You can pick more than one card if you feel really called to. And I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. This is the card that came out for you, Oya expression. And it's very interesting with the red color because I'm wearing red today because it is Tuesday. Tuesday is connected with the color red. It is the day of Mars. So, to honor Mars's energy, we wear, or people who want to wear, follow astrology and Hindu culture and all, you can wear red color on Tuesday. So, I feel like your energy is quite aligned because this is an omen for the present moment, and this card coming through with the imagery, there is alignment happening. I feel like you could be the one where this energy is happening right now, whereas certain times with the other piles I was almost getting a feeling like something will happen in the near future, then people will start talking about them. With you, I think it's happening actively. Let me read the card for you. Today I felt called to go through the guidebook also. Let me read it. It says, Goddess of the storms and winds, Oya is urging you to use your own powerful wind to lift up your voice. Speak now and speak up. So, something here about voicing your opinion, expression, right? And Goddess of storms and wind. This is Ardra energy. Some of you could have placements in Gemini, even Pisces, or the cusp of Aquarius Pisces, because that one is connected with Purva Bhadrapada, which is also connected with lightning, and lightning comes through with storms. So I'm just picking up this energy of storms for you very strongly. And some of you, there could be a conjunction happening in your chart of Jupiter and Mars, but and also some energy of air element being activated in your chart. But the message overall is that you should speak up, express yourself. A lot of people are talking about you. I think you're making waves. Why people are talking about you? Because there's a shift in your energy. You seem more confident, you seem more expressive, you are putting yourself out there. Maybe you were playing it safe earlier in your life, or you were kind of like a, I don't want to say tomboy, this is not about looks, but a person who would hide themselves somewhere, or hide your femininity, your beauty. Maybe you are more upfront about your intentions and you don't want to waste time. Maybe there's a realization, epiphany that happened with you guys, which made you realize that why am I wasting my time? Why am I delaying things? Why am I trying to appease other people? So there is a shift in your energy, in your expression, in perhaps your appearance as well. And this is what people are taking notice of you and talking about it. Now, let's see. We have here number 32, mountain. This is 8 of wands energy, which is usually connected with swift wind, like active energy, something happening very, very quickly. Actually, it said 8 of wands. Am I wrong? I always get confused with the spades here. The hearts are. Wait, let me just think for a second. Okay, the clubs are the wands and spades are, what's the word? I can't think of the word. The spades are Swords, yeah. And also, I saw 444 on the timer. So that could be a sign for some of you. So, anyway, that's not important. Coming back to the card. Maybe, see, you were confused about something and you're figuring it out. Maybe there was a little bit of mental anxiety. Also, we connect Eight of Swords with anxious energy. So, you were anxious about something or someone because the mountain here can indicate, it says, mountain can indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. So, someone who maybe used to bully you and now you're standing up to this person. That is a very strong message. Or you are putting yourself across as the mountain. You want to be the mountain. You want to be the one who wants to be competitive. You want to fight for your dreams, your desires. And especially, maybe you were more of like a pushover in the past. Now you're more willing to stand up to bullies and speak your mind and get into like a fight or an argument. So, what is the conversation about when it comes to you? People are seeing you as the mountain, or the mountain that was present in your life. You're pushing up against that energy or person specifically. We do have friend here. So, friend could work in two ways. Maybe a friend turned into enemy, or a friend who was kind of like a frenemy. Maybe they were nice to you, but at the same time, they would cut you not off, but cut you down. Yeah. Who also sometimes became a hurdle in your life. So maybe you realize, you know what, this person is my friend. I feel friendly towards them, but they're not good for me. And there's like a conflict of interest there where it's like a 50-50. Person is good in certain ways, in other ways, they're negative. So I'm just going to cut them off out of my life. So maybe a friend turned into foe, or you are becoming the mountain and your friends could be talking about it. Maybe friends are picking up on the shift in your energy. So somehow friend could play a role in this as a negative entity, as a positive entity. Maybe friends are encouraging you. If you have good friends, see, it also depends on your charge, your energy, your Mercury. If people have good Mercury, and very few people have good Mercury, because see, in today's day and age, it's very hard to find someone who loves their friends and their friends love them. Most people have that competition, have that bit of friction with their friends. Also, friends also change over time. So when I look at charts, I observe charts, and I also notice, because one day I was just thinking, who actually has genuine friends? If I notice, like my friends, my relatives, I notice only very few people had a blessed Mercury. So most people, they don't have a good Mercury, they don't have good friendships. Anyway, that's a side thing. But the cutting off is coming from here, Sith. This is Knight of Pentacles energy number 10. Yesterday was the 10th. Maybe some event happened yesterday for some of you, but I see you cutting people off. Or this could even be cutting your past self off. You're turning into someone else. Now, mountain is also symbol for Ketu, which is about disassociation, detachment, cutting some sort of energy, something off in your life. This could be your own personal energy that you're transforming, or people present in your life that you're cutting off, detaching from those people. We have empathy. This is moon in Pisces. This is why I just got this feeling like there could be good people here, good energy also, because empathy, your friends are empathetic towards you and they listen to what you have to say. So friends could be talking about you, friends could be noticing the changes that you're making, they could be supportive of you. For some of you, if you have good friends, others, you're cutting off some friends, you're testing their loyalty. We see the dog here. Dog is a symbol for loyalty, if you notice. So this is where the change is coming in from. And this situation will really differ person to person who's watching this pile. Now, what interesting thing. I noticed the Knight of Pentacles here, and you did get the Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting. We have Page of Wands. So, two court cards have come out. This really is quite interesting because I feel like, see here, the Sith is representing this energy, and you are this energy. Why? Because We see the red color, and this yellow here, we have the beige coat, but we see the red overall, right? This is you, this is the other person that you're cutting off. There's a very strong, we can say, confirmation of this message that's repeating over here. And we see the friend element also coming through. A parrot. Parrots represent Mercury, and birds in general are Mercury, but parrot to me is the epitome. If you had to pick one bird to represent the planet of Mercury, I would pick parrot, because the color of Mercury itself, see, birds are Mercury, color is green, and so we get those two elements. Then Mercury is also like a fun sort of energy, which is parrot. Parrot tends to mimic also. Mimicry also I sometimes connect with Mercury. So mimicry, and they are fun, they're interesting. They kind of stand out from the other birds because of their kind of like personality. So Mercury, parrot is the perfect representation of the planet Mercury in my mind. And we see this magnifying glass, which is you finding things out, you noticing things. Maybe earlier you were letting certain things slide, and now you're like, you know what? I can't ignore this anymore. And there's also this red element, the Mars. See, I put a lot of astrology things, and some people find it annoying, but it really paints a vivid picture for me, because Mars is that strength, the courage, the ability to fight. That is Mars element. And here, Mars is also representing the researcher side of Scorpio. Scorpio is connected with research, finding things out, hidden things, things that other people miss, the Scorpion would notice. And then this energy of expression, Aries, both ruled by Mars. So you're becoming this person who earlier used to ignore things, but now you cannot ignore them anymore, and you're fighting up against these people who are maybe like, on the high horse and trying to judge you, especially maybe people who are better off than you, richer, or somewhere they could have a like a higher standing, so they felt like they could maybe overrule you, overshadow you. And these people could have been selfish in one way or another. And also their energy was not super invested in you, because this is that energy of slow moving pace. Whereas you are a passionate person, you need intense loyalty, you need, that ride or die energy, whereas this person would show up at the good times and be absent when things were tough. So I think there's a realization that happened, and also incompatibility, because even the elements are different. Here we have wands, here we have pentacles, here we have a knight, here we have a page. So wavelengths are not matching. This is curious energy, a little bit of Mars element. This is very slow moving energy. So everything is very different here. Fire versus earth. So you realize this is not my friend. We got the sixth house. Sixth house is the house of enemies. People that you fight with, people that you compete with, competition. So they could have been undermining you all this time, and you're cutting certain people off for others. If you have good friends, you could be realizing that maybe I need to make more friends also. I can't just rely upon my friends. Or you feel appreciative, you have gratitude, but you also realize I need to compete. I need to be more competitive. I need friends around me who inspire me, who have same ideas, who can be like a source of inspiration or motivation for you, because you want to compete, you want to achieve a lot in life. Maybe you realized my friends are somewhere holding me back, not by choice or like a negative sort of a, we can say, intention, but somehow just the energy might not be perfectly aligned. So maybe you're just realizing, I want to express myself, I don't want to feel like my friends would judge me, I don't care if they judge me, I want to be myself. And there is this energy of exploration. This is why you're in the news, your friends are noticing you, and there's something here about competition and maybe an enemy also. And you cutting ties, you changing and transforming. So that is the message. I hope this resonated. If you like my videos, you want me to post, continue to post, please support the channel, join the membership, and you can also book with me. I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is the card that came out for you. It says fresh start. Gives me a bit of Pisces energy. Pisces is connected with finishing things off. So after finish, we start again. Let me read from the guidebook what the card says. Today I feel like reading from the guidebook. Sometimes I just do my own interpretation. But let's see what has come through for you guys. It says, let everything else go. Start over from scratch. Goddess of water is here to help you wash away everything that isn't working for you and create a brand new story. She's guiding you over her rainbow bridge to more fertile grounds. Maybe some of you have lost a pet also, because see, we usually say the pet has crossed the rainbow bridge. So maybe you've lost a close loved one or something like that, and you're looking to start again, or maybe there was some sort of a pain and suffering, because we have the goddess of water. Water is naturally connected with our emotions. So maybe some sort of a difficult situation you could have dealt with in the past, you have addressed that situation, you've faced everything, you've expressed your emotions, and now it's time to start over again, a clean slate. So this is that energy of cleansing and new beginning also. See, water element is connected with the moon. Moon is the mother, moon is creation, moon is giving birth to something. So I think you could be now in your creative mode where you can start new things, build new things, create new things. And speaking of which, we do have this card right here, number 20. We see the numerology of moon coming out again with number 2. And we have garden is feminine energy. And see, the cards also kind of look like similar, the colors are very similar, and garden is very feminine energy here. I remember there's another deck I have where one card is garden, which is feminine counterpart, and the other card is gardener, the masculine side of that same energy. So you are in your feminine energy, in your creative energy. Some of you, maybe nothing happened, nothing disruptive, but you were kind of on a down low, and you were maybe in a creative rut, and now is the time for creation. You will begin something. So I feel like pile number 2, you might not be in the news right now, you might not be someone people are talking a lot about right now, but something is about to happen, and in the near future is when people will be talking about you a lot more, because you're going through a new beginning, a new journey, you're starting something new that will grab people's attention, and they'll be talking about you. Other people, they could be saying certain things like, whatever you're discussing your past situation, or people could even just naturally be saying, I miss pile number 2, or pile number 2 is not around as much. Maybe you were in hermit mode or something like that. So speaking about your absence perhaps, but now it's time to how do you say, like, pull a leaf over or start a new leaf over, I don't know, but turn the page and start with the new beginning. We have tree here, very similar to the garden, also number 5. It says good health, and it said near flowers, fulfillment of highest hopes. So I feel like your wishes will be getting fulfilled soon. And 3 of clubs is 3 of wands, which is also a little bit of future oriented energy. So it's a good time now to plan things, to maybe, like, let's say, start manifesting, carving out a plan for the future, strategizing. And if you were holding something off to the side, that I'll do it later, I'll figure it out later, now spirit is asking you to think of that plan again and start. Perhaps go in a new direction as compared to the past direction you were in, or past situation you were in. Go for something new, fresh, and novel. We also have sweetheart. So feminine energy is very strong. I feel like some of you could also have a new beginning in love. So maybe some of you could have been dealing with a heartbreak, and that was a point of gossip or discussion for other people, maybe talking about your heartbreak or the relationship that was not working out. Maybe some people could even be saying, is pile number 2 still together with their partner? Have they broken up? I don't see them together anymore. Something like that. But I feel like there is a potential for a new beginning in love very soon, because you did get this positive card, Ace of Cups. This is new beginning. It can go in both directions, maybe in your love life, like a new person who catches your fancy, a new person that you connect with, a rush of emotions, feeling of happiness, connecting with someone, chemistry. So it could show a new beginning in love, or on the other hand, it could show ideas coming through. Your imagination starts to flutter like the butterflies. Represent transformation or change. So now the creative blocks are falling away. You're getting more ideas. You're working towards your wish fulfillment. And a fresh start is coming, sweetheart. You will have followers, you will have supporters, you will have people who believe in you, and they see what you're putting out there and they'll be impressed by it. People will enjoy it. So Ace of Cups can here show a new beginning also, like this card right here. Pisces energy here, we also see water element again coming through. So I feel like there's a strong water and earth energy in this pile, by the way. All I see is water and earth. Both are feminine elements. So something to do with either love or some creative endeavor, because both are feminine energies, because women kind of give birth to things. Women are the creators, or we can say they have that creative potential. And obviously love is very feminine also. We have this card. This is Mercury in Scorpio extremism. I get this feeling like, because a lot of the time Scorpio is connected with dissolution, finishing things off. So maybe here it's talking about your past relationship, the partner you were with. They could have been someone very extreme, not the ideal partner that you're looking for. Or your friends could be secretly talking about you, missing you, because Scorpio is that energy of a person who's missing in action also, the way I read it here. So your friends could be cooking up stories in their mind, trying to fill the gaps, and maybe missing you. Mercury's friends. And maybe your friends also had a negative opinion of your past situation, the person you were dealing with. So maybe that's why you kept it hidden from them. Some of your friends, maybe you've not shared that you've broken up. But this extremism energy does give me, because see, Scorpio is dissolution, something finished off. So it could be talking about the past connection. It was not good for you. And it's time for a new beginning. Speaking of new beginning, we have the sun. Sun also gives life. It says your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. So you're finding your destiny now. Some of you could be developing laugh lines, or what are those called? Uh, Nasal labial folds. I've heard somewhere, because I'm watching content on how to study people's faces. And it said that when the nasal labial fold starts to become more prominent on a person's face is when they've realized their destiny and life purpose. So that's like a random tidbit that I remembered. But the sun here shows positivity is returning to your life. Life force is coming back. You're feeling whole again. You're feeling happy. You're feeling positive. You're excited about the future. And you're leaving the past behind. Earlier, you were in this hangman energy, number 12, Pisces energy again. See, Pisces is connected with endings. So you were in this energy of ending things. Similar sort of colors coming through, blues and greens, and you're coming out of this hangman to the ace of cups. This could be talking about the past connection where you were stagnant, you were not moving forward. Specifically, hangman can also show creative blocks where you're stuck. You don't know how to move forward, you don't know how to go backwards, you don't know how to recalibrate. So I see a change coming in which is for the better, and more clarity coming in, which is nice. Positive energy is coming through. People will be talking about you quite a lot in the near future. Right now, you're kind of missing in action, and there's a lot of like room to gossip and spread rumors and stuff like that. So I hope this resonates. In general, people do say good things about you. The sun is positive energy. So this was the reading. If you want me to continue posting, please support the channel by joining the membership. You can also book with me. I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. I started the reading on 2424. Maybe 24 is an important number for you, or if it adds to 6 and 6, so maybe 666 is a sign for some of you. Let's start the reading. This reading is, why are people talking about you? And what are you in the news for? We have Tara. It says protection. She is a goddess. We obviously connect with protection. And what I'm picking up here, very beautiful image, first of all. I'm just really taken by the beauty. A lot of people could be talking about your feminine side, something to do with your beauty. Maybe that's been the main topic of discussion. For others, I feel like maybe you kind of retreated your energy a little bit back, like you're being more protective of your energy and let's say your secrets and the changes you're making in life. Because sometimes what happens is we're trying to make changes and there's some news, but we kind of overshare it, then obstacle starts to come up. So sometimes we have to hide our good news and to kind of protect it from evil eye and not overshare all our plans and what's in the works. So I feel like this is your energy where you're maybe earlier you used to overshare and now you're kind of holding back. So there is a little bit of this suspicious energy I'm picking up where people are wondering what's going on with you, and there's something happening, something brewing, something is behind the scenes. And people could also be noticing your shift in your energy because you're being more protective. That's what I'm getting so far. Let me read from the card what it says in the guidebook. Goddess of compassion and protection, Tara is watching over you and protecting you. Strongest of the goddesses forms, green Tara, she's connected with the color green. Some of you could have a strong Mercury in your chart. And see, there could be a friendship element involved because Mercury is connected with friends. So maybe your friends are talking about you or you're spending less time with your friends. Somehow they could be important in this story. Anyway, green Tara protects you from negative energy. Feel her presence in your intuition. It's keeping you safe and helping you grow. Like I said, you're hiding something because you don't want that negative energy. And it's true. If you were suspecting this, your suspicion is right. Some people do put evil eye on you, and oversharing with everyone kind of restricts your growth for sure. So, but you're safe, you're protected. Some of you, maybe you can pray to Goddess Tara. Tara itself, the word means star. So if you are someone who believes in, the universal energy and nakshatras and astrology and all of that, I think that is something that can give you more solace and protection. So try to engage with that. Let's see what else has come through for you. We have birds here, number 12, Seven of Pentacles energy. We have maybe some news with your family. Maybe some of you could be settling down, buying a house, and there could be some news about your family also. We have constancy in reverse. So I feel like something that was a constant part of your life is changing. So there is something here, a major change is happening or major situation is coming to light. And this is something you're keeping safe. You're not sharing with every other person, but there could be rumors and gossip. We have faithfulness. Dog speaks about loyalty. Dog is also protection. If you're not familiar, dog is the Vahan or the vehicle of Lord Bhairava, and he removes obstacles and negative energy also. So, kind of similar to Tara. I feel like you are only sharing your plans with the very, very loyal people like your family and maybe friends that feel like family. There is just this energy of cutting the herd short or, making your group smaller, your circle smaller. Maybe you were overspreading your energy. You could feel like you have too many energy vampires who take your ideas, who take your energy away, who put maybe evil eye on you, or they could just suck your energy, right? They could be like downers, with people with bad energy, people who are sulking all the time. They're in a bad mood all the time, and you have to kind of cater to them and walk around them like you're walking on eggshells or something like that. So you feel like, why am I putting up with this? I need to make my circle smaller and I need to concentrate. I need to focus. There's just this energy of very focused energy. And one interesting thing we have here, number 42, this is a sign that someone is looking at you with great love and longing. Someone could be missing you. I also feel like there could be some news about settling down, falling in love, finding a relationship, keeping it secret. So, a secret romance. or something major like buying a house, or some major event could have happened in your family or your life in general, which you're not sharing with every single person. It could definitely be a relationship also, because when a lot of the times we make mistakes in our relationships and our friends kind of judge us for it, and they give us advice that we don't follow, and then we feel like I've lost face, and next time I'm gonna date, I'm not gonna tell my friends because they will say the same things, and you just feel a lot of judgment coming from your friends sometimes, especially about relationships. So there could be this element there. And also because sometimes what happens is there are a lot of people who are set in their ways, like people who hate love, they don't want to be in a relationship. Women, a lot of, these days they say they hate men, they don't want to date. So if you get into a relationship, those people start judging you. So there could be a lot of judgment, and you feel like, what, I don't want to put up with that, so I'm gonna protect this energy. We do have adaptability, moon in Gemini. So I think you're changing your approach to your friends. That's a major message I'm picking up here. There's a shift here in the dynamic. This could even be connected to your family, because we had the family setup come here. And here, Gemini is connected with friends. Some of you, maybe you got a pet also. I'm just doing like I'm picking up that energy like a predictive message. But moon is change and variation. Something is changing here, shifting, adaptability, right? And then Gemini is friendship. So the way you approach your friends, the way you talk to your friends, the things that you share with your friends, that's changing. And people are noticing that, and your friends are talking about it. Maybe your family is also talking about it. For tarot, you got Knight of Swords. This is impulsive energy. This is also the energy that you use to communicate, because here we have the pen, which is a symbol for communication. We see the words on the skirt or the dress of the lady. We see the feather, air element overall, which is all about communication, connection, friendship also. So the way you talk to people is changing. You could be changing own personality traits, something about like overall just trying to change the way you are and making certain changes in your life, in your personality. That's what I'm picking up. We have Five of Cups. There could have been certain disappointments also. This could definitely be connected with the relationships failing. So you feel like, what, my relationships fail because my friends put bad energy towards me, or they start judging my partner, and then I don't know, maybe there could be a negative influence coming from that side. But this could also be family, by the way. You got Taurus. Taurus is family. And we also have this card right here, birds, with this bird nest and everything, like a house, the mom and dad and the little chicklet in the house. So Taurus is connected with family, and Taurus is also communication, speech, the way we talk and connect with people. So you're changing your approach to communication, connecting with the people in your life. And this could be coming at the back of some sort of a disappointment, or let's say you had an argument or a fight, or you felt judged by people who are close to you, the people who love you. But you feel like, they kind of overstep your boundaries. And I, I think you're making some changes here. And Five of Cups is also disappointment in love. So maybe a relationship didn't work out and you found someone else new. So you're changing the way you approach your relationship, how you talk about it. Your friends could be also, maybe some of you, a friend has started dating and they are treating you differently. Something or the other. There's a lot of different messages. It's a little bit of a harder situation for me to judge. With this particular pile, it's a little all over the place for sure, and multiple messages here. But why are people talking about you? Because they feel like the way you're connecting with them is different. So your close people are talking about it and noticing it. Maybe you don't also express your emotions as much. Earlier, you were someone who would be more emotionally expressive, or you would start crying, or you would share your disappointment. Now, you seem to be coming across as slightly more mature and more like sorted and put together. That's what I'm picking up. You seem more mature and like grown up. So there's a lot of things people are talking about, and they notice a lot is happening in your life, like practically. Sorry, the camera was a little out of focus, but things could be changing. New family members, getting a pet, traveling more, maybe a romance or a house or something. A lot is happening, but you are not as expressive about it as you used to be in the past. And I think the approach is nice to protect yourself and not overshare and cut off the energy vampires. The approach is quite nice. So that's what I see for you guys. I hope this resonated. Please support the channel if you want me to continue posting videos. You can do that by joining the membership, or you can also book with me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.